Hello everyone. Quite aside from Pat Condell's crazy and Thunderfoot's inability to tell the difference between what an object is and what we perceive it as, whether it be a mosque, Mecca, or a law, at least when it has to do with Muslims. I am a little bit more concerned about what I saw this weekend, or I should say, what I was intended to see this weekend. What we were all supposed to be focusing on. I don't know. I don't care if you believe me or not. If you do some research on everything from the Nixon's Southern strategy, on through Ronald Reagan's campaign, on through the Morning in America, it was a 1984 campaign, on through George Bush's, well, the last gasp of the Rockefeller Republicans is what George H.W. Bush's campaign was. Basically, the contract on America. I refer to it as the contract on America, from Newt Gingrich and them. Basically, what has been going on since, and with only a brief pause during the Watergate years, has been an attempt to rebrand the country, the mind of the country, to change the very way we think about government and rights and responsibility and everything in the United States. And they attempted to do something like this with the Promise Keepers rally and the various Support the Troops rallies during the George Bush administration. But what they're really trying to do now, that they tried a couple times before and really didn't have the momentum to, or the money vested in, they hadn't convinced the people who had the money that it was a good idea yet, and now they have. And the fact that they did not decide that the money was necessary to spend until a black president was elected, that has not escaped me. Nor should it escape anyone with the IQ above a rutabaga, you know. But, sorry for babbling, to get down to brass tacks, what this is about is not about rallying the conservative base and making everyone feel empowered and important speeches and getting across interesting concepts and any kind of intellectual challenge at all. It has nothing to do with that. What it is attempting to get out a message to two different audiences. One, actually it's two different messages that are somewhat related. One is, okay, you have populist support if you give rich people tax breaks, if you give the country over to a theocracy, and I'm stating the most extreme positions, if you value stupid above all and let business do what it wants, you have political backing. That is the message for elected officials. The message to the rest of the country is, this position, no matter how strange it appears to you, is the real American position. This is the position that has people fired up and motivated. This is the one that has captured the imagination of the country. This is the position, this idiocy that is Sarah Palin and Glenn Beck, that is essentially the Fox News lineup. Because both of them are employees of Fox News, in case you hadn't heard. That Palin was as well. that this manufactured media presence is the populist bulwark against the media and corporations and scary brown people. I did a blog TV. I got some footage there, but it was mostly of sound and fury signifying nothing. There was nothing but chaos as far as little direction, except for when people wanted to go to the snack bar or the Porta Johns. Sarah Palin could have said, "I have a roll of toilet paper," and they would have cheered. I mean, they were having conspiracy theories about how when the doors were breaking and the drivers were kicking people off of the metro, one of the metro trains, that it was Nancy Pelosi trying to prevent people from getting to the rally. I mean, absolutely nothing was accomplished there except for there having been a rally there, and that there is a debate largely fueled by Fox News and the Republican establishment as to how many people were there. The firm that CBS hired to try and get a count of the crowd came up with around 87,000, which I think is a good estimate. I was thinking a max of 150,000, because that end of the mall is way too full of trees and crap to hold as many people as the Capitol end of the mall. But not to mention the big fucking reflecting pool right in the middle of it, which no one was going too near because of all the goose crap surrounding it. Just saying. That place hasn't been cleaned out since Forrest Gump was filmed. Anyhow, don't watch your television and do vote. Because if you are a sane human being who wants a balance, this is solely my opinion. If you are a sane human being who wants some kind of tension between government and corporations and rich people and all that, to where they're so busy dealing with each other, they're too busy to fuck you over. There are two people who just don't want to think about politics at all. There is one person who thinks it would be a good idea to have less government. There are three crazy people who you have no idea what the fuck they're thinking. And there are 5 people who can't even name their own representative or senators. Rough figures. So if you do vote, let alone if you get one other person to vote, you bring a lot of intelligence into the process compared to what's there right now. Because right now, a lot of money is being spent to make the country collectively stupider. And if you don't see resisting that as an argument to go out there and vote, fuck you. Thank you for your time and attention.